Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me once again for another lesson in astrology where we are learning and studying astrology together. The information that I'm about to share with you has been obtained from a variety of books and internet research. The books that I have used to obtain my information will be listed in the description box below if any of you are interested in purchasing them. For those of you who are subscribed to my channel for the purpose of the tarot card readings, we will still be doing those on this channel. This is something that I am doing simply in addition for those of you who are interested in learning more about astrology. Also know that you most likely will not have all of the traits that I am about to mention for this particular zodiac sign. That is because you have a sun, a moon, and a rising sign, and a lot of other stuff in your chart, but you are a combination of all of that. If you have never done your chart or you do not know what your moon and your rising signs are, I have also put a link in the description box below as well, where you can get a free astrology chart and find out what they are. Since I am in the process of learning astrology, I would like to know if what I am about to tell you is true. So if you could leave me a comment below with like a percentage rate, 50% if you resonate with half of the qualities, or maybe even 75% if you feel like you resonate with a lot more of them, I would appreciate that. If there is a subject in astrology or a subject in anything, I always like to say, that you are interested in learning more about and you can't seem to find a lot of information about it on the internet or on YouTube, leave that in the comment section below as well. Maybe I will pick your topic and research it for you and let you know what I find out. So with that said, let's get on with today's astrology lesson. So today's lesson number 8 in astrology, is the zodiac sign of Scorpio. We will start off with some of the facts. The dates for Scorpio are October 23rd to November 21st. They are a fixed water sign. Fixed is someone who does not like change. Scorpio is originally ruled by the planet Mars, the god of war. But later, after the planet Pluto, that was hard to say, was discovered, they became ruled by Pluto. Pluto is the god of the underworld, and it is the planet of power and control. The symbol for Scorpio is the scorpion, and they will use their stinger. Scorpio's motto is I desire, and the parts of the body ruled by Scorpio are the genitals, sexual organs, the colon, and it also said that they may be prone to a lot of urinary tract infections. Their birthstone is a topaz. Scorpio rules sex, death, transformation, and other people's money. Scorpios are known to be the private detectives of the zodiac. They just have this great internal desire to keep digging at something to see what lies beneath the surface. A Scorpio is always investigating something, whether it is a person, a place, or a thing. They like to gather information and facts. A Scorpio will spy on another person simply because they just have to know, because they are curious. A Scorpio is the one that you might see peeking between the blinds to see what's going on at the neighbor's house. And if a Scorpio visits your home, you can guarantee that they will be looking in your medicine cabinet. Scorpios tend to be very mysterious. You never know what a Scorpio is up to. They can be very secretive and sneaky, and they move quietly just like a scorpion does. Don't ever doubt that somewhere, somehow, a Scorpio is watching you. Scorpios do have a bad reputation for being controlling. They do not like others to have power over them. They have like this desire to be, the wicked witch of the West while everybody else remains a munchkin. I mean, we're putting together Pluto, the planet of power and control, and Mars, the planet of anger and aggression. And together they can form one heck of an intense energy. Scorpios' emotions rule their every move. It is a little difficult to get them to actually show emotion. They can seem like they are unapproachable or even cold-hearted, but this is only because they don't want others to know that they have emotions. This may make them appear weak in another person's eyes, which would give their power away. So they try to always appear calm on their exterior, in the eyes of others. But inside they are exploding with turbulent emotions. Because they keep all of their emotions bottled up inside, this can cause explosive outbursts, which may also make them seem like they have a hot temper. In their younger years, because it says that they outgrow this, they can be prone to fits of tremendous rage. But when they grow older and they learn to control their emotions, when they're angry, they'll usually go into some type of a hermit mode. A lot of Scorpios are known to have a private area within their home that they can go to when they're angry or when they need to be alone to just get away from the family. This could be an office, it could be the basement, it could be a garage. It's just a room that is all of their own, and it's usually locked because they don't like people to know what they're doing in there. They'll go into their room and they'll spend some time alone until they're done sulking. And it's probably not a good idea for you to bother them during this time because you just might make the situation worse. Scorpios are also known to not be very talkative. They say what they gotta say, they're direct, they're straight to the point, and they never reveal the whole story. They only tell you what you need to know. A Scorpio can get you to reveal some of your innermost desires or your deepest, darkest thoughts. But during the whole conversation, they won't reveal any of their own. But there's no need to worry about telling your secrets to a Scorpio because they do not gossip and they don't tell your secrets. A Scorpio will take your secret to the grave unless you give them some reason to use it against you. Which brings me to, do not do a Scorpio wrong. You will make a dangerous enemy. Scorpio will get revenge or get even with a person, even if it takes them years. They will never forget someone who has hurt them. And the person that they are getting the revenge on will be totally unprepared and never see it coming. They move in quietly with that stinger and then it's like zzz. And don't mess with their family members either. It will be your worst nightmare. They are very protective of their family, their spouse, their children, or even good friends who they consider to be family. Don't knock a Scorpio down because once they get up, they will get you, my pretty, and your little dog too. This is what it says in the book, guys. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just here to tell you what I've learned. Scorpio parents can be very controlling of their children also. If a Scorpio is a parent of, say, like a teenager, they would most likely have them in one of those apps on their phones where they can track them and see where they are at all times. Or if they try to do like a sleepover at their friend's house, the Scorpio will call the other parent and make sure that the child is telling the truth. And if they don't do that, they just might show up over there as well. And this is just to make sure that you're telling the truth. They have a very untrusting attitude, which we will get to in a minute. A Scorpio's word is good as gold. If they promise you something, they will follow through and they will never go back on a promise. Since they are ruled by Mars, they're known to have like an extreme strong will. They can be very competitive and they do not accept a loss. They have an unstoppable passion, and they won't give up on something that they want. Even when they are at the point of complete exhaustion, they still will not give up until an outcome is satisfying to them. Since they are like ferociously persistent, they very rarely get defeated. They are not afraid. They have no fear of a confrontation. They do not crumble under pressure, and they will not let anyone get in their way of achieving a goal. Because they are always prepared for a battle, an opponent will lose a match or a debate before it even starts. The word failure is not even in their dictionary. If a Scorpio likes you, then they like you. If they do not like you, they will have absolutely no contact with you whatsoever. There is no middle ground with a Scorpio. It is all or nothing. They simply do not have time to be in the presence of other people that they either do not trust or do not like. In relationships, looks are not top priority to them. It doesn't mean that the person that they're with is not going to be sexy or hot or pretty. It just means it's not on the top of their list. A Scorpio will be attracted to someone who they can have power over, someone they can be in control of. Relationships with Scorpios can be complicated. If you're on their good side, they will be caring, affectionate, kind, and generous. But that's because they're a water sign. They are not sympathetic like Pisces and Cancer. Now, if you get on their bad side, you will experience that stinger, which can be revengeful and vindictive. They also are known to have a bad reputation for being jealous and possessive as well. They do not trust other people. They think that others are always up to something. Even when a person is being completely loyal, a Scorpio will still accuse you of being up to something. And if a Scorpio does think that you're up to something, they will go to extremes to find out if you are. They would go through your phone. They would go through your emails. They would go through your trash if they had to. They will follow you around and you won't even know that they're doing it. And of course, this untrusting behavior can cause a lot of problems in relationships. Now, once again, I do want to point out that it's said that this really only happens in the younger years of a Scorpio. They learn to calm themselves down as they get older. But loyalty is very important to them, and they not only want it, they demand it. Also, you can't break up with a Scorpio. You're not allowed. If they break up with you, it's fine, but if you break up with them, they're not going to have it. Scorpios are also known to be psychic. They are very interested in the mysteries of the universe, the occult, or anything that's taboo. A lot of them could be into the healing arts or even be a medium. But in a more normal, I can't even say a normal career, but in a regular career, a Scorpio would like a fast-paced environment. And of course, since they like to investigate, they would do well in anything that requires research. Since they rule taxes and other people's money, they may do well as a financial advisor or even somebody who works for the IRS. Since they rule death, they would do well as a coroner or an undertaker. And of course, they would do well as a private investigator or even somebody who works in forensics. A lot of Scorpios are known to be in management positions because of the great hunger for power that they have. It also mentioned that they are the sign that cleans up anything toxic. So some of them could be involved in like recycling, water treatment facilities. Even, I came up with this one. This would be the perfect Scorpio thing. An artist who makes a masterpiece out of trash. Did you ever see those? Which would also make them really great at like those flea market flips. They could take like a really old, crappy looking bureau and take it home and sand it all down and bring it back up to into some type of masterpiece furniture, and it'll look beautiful too when they're done with it. Scorpios are good with their money. They're conservative with their money, and they do not spend their money foolishly. Most Scorpios will probably have a rather large bank account, once again, that no one knows about. But this also pertains to the fact that the more money they have, the more power they have. So they don't part with their money easily. They're also, because they're possessive, they're very protective of their possessions. They do not like others to touch their stuff. They're afraid that somebody will mess it up or damage it or break it. So basically, you can't go through their stuff because it's an invasion of privacy, but they'll go through your stuff in a heartbeat. If a Scorpio tells a joke, you can pretty much count on the fact that there is some truth to their joke. They're very sarcastic in their speech, and they mean what they say, even when they say, "I'm just kidding." The house where Scorpio is located in your chart, like if Scorpio is over the 7th house, let's just say, this is where you are very private and very secretive in your life. So the 7th house would be about relationships, meaning that you won't discuss your relationships with other people, or you're hiding things about your relationships. It's just what you don't want people to know. It's where you're secretive, sneaky, also strategic. Scorpios keep their homes very simple. They're not big on being surrounded by like luxurious items and fancy things. They're very creative, so their homes are usually very nice. In a Scorpio's home, you will find a lot of things that they have made, either like paintings that they have done, furniture that they have built or refurbished. Even if it's like a person who likes to work on cars, they would take like a car out of the junkyard and bring it back to life. They're all Scorpio things. It's death and rebirth. Finally, a few celebrities with the Scorpio sun sign, and that would be Charles Manson, Rodney Dangerfield, Jodie Foster, Whoopi Goldberg, Roseanne Barr, Hillary Clinton, and Julia Roberts. I'm sure that there's many more, but I like to just mention a few. Other than that, that is all I have for you today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are interested in learning more about astrology, because we are going to do the zodiac sign of Sagittarius in lesson 9. That will be next. Hit the thumbs up button if you liked this video. Don't forget to leave me a comment with the percentage rate, or maybe something that you are interested in learning more about. The little notification bell over there on the side will let you know every time I post a video. Share these videos with your Scorpio friends. It was definitely very interesting, to say the least. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.